Yeah! So today I want to make the very requested, the very anticipated my top 10 albums of 2017. And I've been listening to so much music from 2017. And 2016 was a great year in music release because you had so many like huge bands for me personally that released an album the same year. You had Gojira, you had Metallica, you had Avenged Sevenfold. It was just the craziest year. And somehow the list for 2017 is more difficult to make. And that's why we have top 14 of 2017. And I think I have to make an honorable mentions video, like separate to this video, because oh my god, there has been some amazing music releases in 2017. So if you want to hear my top 14 of 2017, just keep on watching and let's get started. Yay! So number 14, we're going to go upwards, and I am going to try and keep everything a little bit short, so I'm not going to explain like a lot of the albums, because 14 albums, 1 minute per album is 14 minutes long video, and I keep making the videos like half an hour long, so let's try and keep it somewhat short. So yeah, okay, that might actually be an explanation I'm going to keep in the description. I don't know. Okay, now I've said it. It's clear. Move on, move on. Oh god. Ooh, professionalism. So number 14 is Mastodon's album Emperor of Sand, which was released in 2017. And just to like start off with it, the album art for this album is so cool. I really like it. And my top songs are Scorpion Breath and Jaguar God, which are the two last songs on the album. Such a cool album. So number 13 is Arch Enemy's Will to Power, where my favorite song is The Eagle Flies Alone. Such a cool song, such a cool album, oh my god. And the guitars in this album, like, what? And also the album art is really cool. I really like it. It's so, I don't know, it's so original. I think it looks super cool. So number 12 is Firewind's Immortals, which is such a cool album, and the cover for this one is so cool. If you can see here on the picture I am going to post here, the way they write Immortals in like this ancient Greek kind of number style, it's so cool. It's so cool! Also, my favorite songs from this album is Hands of Time and Back on the Throne. The intro to Back on the Throne, it's so cool! Yeah, okay, so yeah. Number 11 is Machine Messiah by Sepultura, and my favorite song from this album is the title track. It's Machine Messiah. It's such a cool album, and the album art personally I think is a little bit like, what? It's cool, and it's definitely eye-catching, but me, I personally, I don't get it. But it looks cool, and yeah, as I said, I don't get it, but it looks cool, so it's a cool album. And yeah, Sepultura is in known style, making cool music, and Machine Messiah is my favorite song. Also Cyber God is pretty cool. So on to the number 10, like the top 10 list, and the first album of the top 10 list is With All Their Might by Discarnate. I am probably saying that wrong, but I've never heard of this band before 2017, and this might actually be their debut album, I don't know, but oh my god, it's a cool album. The first track of Mice and Men is so cool, oh my god, and I absolutely love the album work. It's so clean, it's like few colors, really like clean lines on the design. I really like it. Album number 9 is Creator's Gods of Violence, and oh my god, the album art, I just have to say, is so cool. It reminds me of one of the boss battles in the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where you're in the desert there and you fight this like big skull thing. It looks so cool, oh my god. Also, I love when the intro track is sort of a different vibe than the rest of the album. It sort of builds it up, and then it just like smoothly like transitions into the next song. And this album does that with the title, no, not the title track, with the first track called Apocalypticon. Oh man, I'm so bad at pronouncing things. But yeah, if you want to check out the like intro thing that I mean, please check out the Creator album. It's amazing. It's such a good intro with like the choir thing, and it's, oh my god, it's so cool. It's so cool. Album number 8 is The Eternal Rain by Born of Osiris. And oh my god, Born of Osiris has like so cool album artworks. And I really enjoy the album artwork of this one as well. Although I do like their 2 previous albums a little bit better. Soul Sphere and Tomorrow We Die Alive. Those have like so cool album arts. But yeah, Born of Osiris really know how to make album arts, and they really know how to make music. So it's like super plus for me. And my favorite track from this album is number 3, Open Arms to Damnation. And I've said that so many times now because I can't say it right. But I think that's right. Open Arms to Damnation. It's so cool! Number 7 is Within the Ruins with the album Halfway Human. Which is a really cool album. And at first I thought I wouldn't like the album because I personally really don't like the album art that much. It looks a little bit too rock and roll, I think. But oh my god, the music just hits it home perfectly. With my favorite song being Ataxia 4, obviously because of the guitar things in there. And I think that a pause or a break in music is a really strong thing when you make music. You can, the breaks speaks almost as much as the music itself, so that they play with the breaks being like sudden and all over the place. I think it's so cool. Ataxia 4. Oh my god. Album number 6 was actually this specific song was requested on the request list of 2017, and I'm so happy it was, because I'm not sure if I would have discovered this band and this song if it wasn't. So if you requested this, thank you so much. Oh my god, it's such an amazing band with such an amazing album with such an amazing song. And the band is Havoc with, oh, I'm pronouncing this wrong, Conformicide? I think that's right. And the song is Ingen Sock. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong as well. And the album art for the album itself is okay, but the album art for the single Ingsock, wow, it's so cool. And the song is just amazing with like the drums in between. The drums is just so cool, and it plays really along with the guitar that's sort of like broken up into smaller sections. And it's such a cool song. And this band has the most intense vocalist. It's so insanely cool. I absolutely love this band, and it would have come higher on the list if it wasn't for the bands on top of the list being like, whoa! So yeah, I'm really excited for this band, and I'm so excited for this song. So, number 5, we're in top 5 now! I'm excited! Number 5 is The Interbeing Among the Amorphous. Oh my god, this album. It's really heavy and it's really cool. I absolutely love it. And personally, I thought this would be kind of out of my style because I don't really like the like mega heavy music. But oh my god, this is just like so super cool. My favorite song from this album is Deceptive Signal, which is the song number 2. And oh my god, it's just so cool, and the album art is just amazing. This like space vibe with humans and robots, and at least what I can see, it looks like the insect thing of it looks kind of like robots more than insects. I don't know, it's just so cool. I think this might be one of the more heavy things on this list, but oh my god, it's so cool. So cool. So to keep everything in this really heavy vibe, number 4 is Once Human with the album Evolution. It's so cool, and this is maybe one of my favorite album arts of this list. It looks amazing, and just the text, the like Once Human text, which is She's up there somewhere, I think. Oh my god, it's just such a cool album. And my favorite song is Flock of Flesh, which is the intro track. With the like first part of the intro track, it's just, you hear right there that, oh my god, this is going to be a cool album. Brace yourself. It's such a cool song, oh my god. So album number 3, I actually talked about this in 2017. And I am so excited for this album. I absolutely love it, and I know that a lot of people don't, but I hope that even more people do, because oh my god, Foo Fighters' Concrete and Gold is absolutely beautiful album, with my favorite song being T-shirt, the first song of this album. It's absolutely beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's so calm, and it's so like loud, and it's so contrast, and it's absolutely beautiful. And Run, and The Sky is a Neighborhood, and Arrows, and Dirty Water, and oh my god, there are so many beautiful songs on this album, and I absolutely love it, and this is my number 3. Also, to quickly say about the artworks, I really like it, because you can see in the like gray area, you can see that it is actually concrete, and the like little symbol in the middle is gold, and it took me so long to realize, but it's 2 F's, which is like Foo Fighters, and it took me so long to realize, but oh my god, it's such a beautiful album. It's so nice. Album number 2, oh my god, it's so cool, and again, you just hear on the intro track that this is going to be a good album. Never heard of this band until 2017. It's Code Orange. The album is Forever. It's so good. What? It's so good. It's such a good album, and you can hear on the title track, which is also the first song, Forever, you can hear the voices in the start there. I love voice manipulation. When you do voices so weird, or when you double the voices so it sounds like artificial, or if you make it like demonized, which is in Forever, it's so cool. It's like unbearably cool. It's so cool, and I absolutely love this album, and I love Forever and No One Is Untouchable. Those are my favorite songs from this album. But then again, it's just a really cool album, and I absolutely love it, and oh my god, you need to check this album out. Also, album art. God, I keep forgetting on these two last albums. I keep forgetting to mention the album art because I'm so excited. The album art, I think it's really cool in the deep contrast. You can see that the dark spaces are really dark, and you can see that the light spaces are actually kind of artificially lighted or so, and it almost looks kind of wet, because when you have water on your skin, you actually have really bright spots, and you have really darker spots, and it's just such a nice contrasted contrasted picture, and with the blood being like super visually possible, super seeable. I'm missing a word there, but you can see it so clearly because of the deep contrasts and the red just breaking the whole thing. It's so cool. Album number 1, which is pretty much no one's surprise. It's Trivium, The Sin and the Sentence. Oh my god, it's such a good album. Like, what? And I really like the album art. It's clean and it's like on spot. And I think because I have the vinyl for this album, and I think the album is like this reddish color, actually the color of my t-shirt today. I think it's this reddish color, and the vinyl that I have is black. It's more black colored, but the symbol is the same, this like little triangle with these like patterns in it. Oh my god, it's such a good album. And for me personally, I am a guitarist, and I naturally notice a lot of guitar playing when I hear music, but the first time I listened through this album, I couldn't pay attention to the guitars, because the drums are just insane, and I don't know anything about drums like in a technicality of the playing, but as a guitarist who listens a lot to this type of music, I know when I personally think that the drums are cool, and oh my god, the drums on The Sin and the Sentence are so cool. And I talked to one of my friends which is a drummer, and he was like, yeah, from a drummer's perspective, he is insanely good. and from a guitarist perspective, he is insanely good. So it's just like, what? Also the songs itself is like super cool. The Sin and the Sentence, Beyond Oblivion, Sever the Hand. There are so many cool tracks on this album, like I can't believe it. It's so insanely cool. And I think that Trivium has a tendency to play with 7 strings, and to be quite honest, this album is one of the like main reasons why I want a 7-string guitar, because I want to be able to play Trivium, I want to be able to make this kind of music, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love this. And as far as favorite songs go, I think Beyond Oblivion and Sever the Hand is my favorite tracks, but it's so difficult to choose because there are just so many good songs, like Betrayer and The Sin and the Sentence, and just like, oh my god, it's such a cool album. So yeah. So that concludes my top 14 technically list of 2017 of albums released in 2017. Last week I made a list of my top songs that are listened to in 2017 that's not released. This list is specifically like aimed for music released in 2017. And yeah, it's just too many bands. It's such a good year in music. It's such an amazing year in music, and I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to see what 2018 is bringing. And oh my god, oh, it's exciting! I thought I could actually make maybe some favorite albums, or maybe some like some people make favorite videos here and there, and I thought I maybe could do that, because making a recap video on the end of the year or the start of the new year of how the like 12 months of music has been, it's too little. I can't make just one video talking about my favorites. Oh my god! So I think I might actually do like maybe 2 or 3 months and schmook together like favorite albums released in this little time here, and then on the end of the year I can make a favorites out of all the albums, so I feel like I don't have to choose away so many albums, because the album list, I had, I don't know, 100 albums or something in a list, and then I shortened it down and I was like, okay, this is my top 10, and it was 40 albums, and this is 14 of those 40. It's like, I can't talk about all the albums, and I need to talk about like at least those 40, because it was just amazing music. So yeah, I'm really excited to maybe make some more frequently some favorite videos, because people are making awesome stuff like left and right. So we need to talk about it. We need to like recognize the positivity and the awesomeness that people put out in the world. And yeah, I'm so excited. So yeah, if you have watched this entire top list, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with both a talking video and a new Metal Sunday.